Strange how quiet the panic feels this time. No ticking clock, no breaking news countdown, just a hush of indifference hanging over the headlines. Politicians pose for still shots, arms crossed in their resolve, as if righteousness is a currency and empathy costs too much. They trade livelihoods like poker chips, betting on who blinks first, while the rest of us hold our breath through overdue bills and half-price groceries. I scroll through comments. They'll figure it out. Happened to me once. I survived. As if struggle is a rite of passage we should all be grateful for. As if pain is the only language worth becoming fluid in. But what no one talks about is the in-between, that slow suffocation of uncertainty where you want to breathe easy, but the air is rationed by politics, where you want to call it a paid vacation, but the word paid feels like a question mark hanging over every decision. You want to rest, but rest feels unearned, like you're lounging on borrowed time. You want to write, but your pen trembles at the price of paper. You want to create, but every spark of joy comes with a receipt. So you sit there in the stillness of maybe, counting the days, the dollars, the ways you've learned to suppress your own delight just to stay responsible. You want to lean into poetry, the one thing that still feels like an answered prayer, but even faith costs money now. You whisper, "Can I afford my peace today?" And it's not rhetorical. And if the rumors are right, if the stars have anything to do with those damn Epstein files, I swear I'll lose my shit. Because how many times do we have to watch power protect itself while the rest of us choke on the smoke of their secrets? How many names get hidden while paychecks hang in limbo? How many people have to go hungry so monsters can keep their masks on? Sometimes I think we've stumbled into a multiverse where we're already living in the apocalypse. Hello, this is LadyK reporting live on day 268 post-New World Order. The sky still flickers with static and the people still scroll, pretending not to see the ruin blooming right beneath their thumbs. Only the infected don't look the way the movie showed us. No rotting flesh, no blood-streaked faces, just empty gazes behind business suits, smiles too polished to be human, compassion eaten away by convenience. They've learned to mimic the living laugh on cue, scroll through tragedy, sip coffee over the corpses of compassion, and call it productivity. This new world, it's unclean, inhumane. Every headline leaves residue on my skin. I wash my hands of it daily, but the filth seeps through, sticking beneath the nails of my conscious. Politics was a disease, not a virus in the bloodstream, but one that infected the heart. Rewired morality made us allergic to empathy. Now every debate feels like a cough, every election a new strain, and I can barely venture outside without fear of becoming its next prey. Another soul stripped of softness, another mind turned to stone. I used to think I could hide in poetry, find shelter in syllables, but even art feels radioactive here. The joy it brings comes with a warning label. May cost more than you can afford. So I ration my hope like canned food, sip inspiration sparingly, write by candlelight, afraid to attract the attention of those who'd feed on anything still human. And still, I walk through the ashes, listening for the faint heartbeat of empathy. It's weak, but it's there. A pulse in the rubble, a whisper in the wasteland. I used to think apathy was silence, but now I know it hums. It hums beneath every headline, in the spaces where care used to live. It's the static in conversations when someone asks, "You good?" but hopes you don't say no still. I light candles in the quiet, pray that somewhere empathy is learning to breathe again. That one day we'll remember how to show up for people even when their struggle doesn't mirror our own. Until then, I'll keep caring loudly, even when it feels like whispering into a void, even when my art costs more than my comfort, even when I have to choose between peace of mind and the price of admission, because caring is the only luxury I refuse to lose. Because even in this broken, festering world, the only thing more dangerous than infection is indifference. Hello, This is Lady K again, reporting live from what's left of day. I don't even remember anymore. If you're hearing this message, then humanity has been lost. Know that I and a few brave others tried as hard as we could to use our artistry, our poetry to bring this world back from its brink. I don't know what the world looks like from where you're seeing this, but I had hoped for one where we remember how to love each other again, how to be in community without needing tragedy to remind us we're connected. We tried. And if by some miracle this transmission still carries, if there's even one poet left who can still feel, then remember this. Let's go, poet. Lady K, out.